Akandamandalakaram Yatpayena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmei Shri Gurave Namaha Ayanati Mirandasya Gyanashala Shalakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmei Shri Gurave Namaha Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmei Shri Gurave Namaha Stavaram Jagamam Yakam Yakinchit Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmei Shri Gurave Namaha Vavachiyapiyat Sarvam Tilokyat Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmei Shri Gurave Namaha Savashukti Shiroratna Virachita Vadambujaha Virantam Pujasoyoya Tasmei Shri Gurave Namaha Chaitanya Shasvata Shanto Vyomatito Niranjanaha Vindunara Kalatita Tasmei Shri Gurave Namaha Jnana Shakti Samaruddha Tattvamala Vibhushitaha Bhakti Mukti Pradatacha Tasmei Shri Gurave Namaha Anekatampa Samprapta Karma Bandha Virahine Atmajnana Pradhanena Tasmei Shri Gurave Namaha Shushanam Bhava Sindosha Japanam Sarasam Paraha Guru Paro Rakam Samya Tasmei Shri Gurave Namaha Na Guru Rarikam Tatvam Na Guru Rarikam Tapaha Tatmajnana Param Nasti Tasmei Shri Gurave Namaha Manatachi Jagannatha Madguru Shri Jagadguru Mamatma Sarvabhutatma Tasmei Shri Gurave Namaha Guru Rari Ranarisha Guru Paramalevata Guru Parakaram Nasti Tasmei Shri Gurave Namaha Tvamiva Mata Chapitatma Deva Tvamiva Bandusha Sakatma Deva Tvamiva Vidyadravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvamiva Mata Chapitatma Deva Tvamiva Bandusha Sakatma Deva Tvameva Vidyadravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvamiva Mata Chapitatma Deva Tvamiva Bandusha Sakatmameva Tvameva Vidyadravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Shri Gurudev Sadgurudev Premavatara Sri Vishwananda Sri Vishwananda, Shri Gurudev, Satgurudev, Premavatara, Shri 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 Vishwananda, Raja Guru Shri Vishwananda, Shri Giridhari Sharanam, Vaja Guru Narasimhadeva, Jaya Jaya Lakshmi Narayana. Vajo Guru Shri Vishwananda, Shri Giridhari Sharanam, Vajo Guru Narasimhadeva, Jaya Jaya Lakshmi Narayana. Vajo Guru Shri Vishwananda, Shri Giridhari Sharanam, Vajo Guru Narasimhadeva, Jaya Jaya Lakshmi Narayana. Vajo Guru Shri Vishwananda, Shri Giridhari Sharanam, Vajo Guru Narasimhadeva, Jaya Jaya Lakshmi Narayana. Shri Gurudev, Satgurudev, Premavatara, Shri Vishwananda, 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 Vajo Guru Guru Narasimha Deva, Jaya Jaya Lakshmi Narayan. Bhajo Guru Shri Vishwananda, Shri Giridhari Sharanam. Bhajo Guru Narasimha Deva, Jaya Jaya Lakshmi Narayan. Bhajo Guru Shri Vishwananda, Shri Giridhari Sharanam. Bhajo Guru Narasimha Deva, Jaya Jaya Lakshmi Narayan. Bhajo Guru Shri Vishwananda, Shri Giridhari Sharanam. Bhajo Guru Narasimha Deva, Jaya Jaya Lakshmi Narayan. Shri Guru Dev, Sadguru Dev, Paramatmai Namaha, Om Devakasamagatai Namaha, Om Sukshmatanade Namaha, Om Chinmayai Namaha, Om Gurumutaye Namaha, Om Sundarai Namaha, Om Sushanai Namaha, Om Sukai Namaha, Om Charasai Namaha, Om Keshavai Namaha, Om Padmabhujai Namaha, Om Mandagamanai Namaha, Om Sharambararine Namaha, Om Ramai Namaha, Om Mandirasthapakai Namaha, Om Shri Bhavachakai Namaha, Om Gayatri Yajvane Namaha, Om Vapanasikarkai Namaha, Om Vishnu Pujakai Namaha, Om Namo Narayanayati Mantrapasakai Namaha, Om Swaramayai Namaha, Om Adurakantai Namaha, Om Krishna Sankirtana Lolopai Namaha, Om Sutapriyai Namaha, Om Mitravashine Namaha, Om Padmine Namaha, Om Shatakala Visharai Namaha, Om Gandhararai Namaha, Om Sarave Namaha, Om Jagatpantai Namaha, Om Savalokaitai Namaha, Om Bhaktapriyai Namaha, Om Surdai Namaha, Om Anukulai Namaha, Om Niyai Namaha, Om Surashanai Namaha, Om Bhaktavasalai Namaha, Om Primamurtaye Namaha, Om Shubhikshanai Namaha, Om Prithivadhanai Namaha, Om Swastidayakai Namaha, Om Karakai Namaha, Om Anugrahai Namaha, Om Varanai Namaha, Om Achitai Namaha, Om Attai Namaha, Om Siddhi Pradai Namaha, Om Janaranai Namaha, Om Manoharai Namaha, Om Mahachai Namaha, Om Siddhishwarai Namaha, Om Vasmabhushitai Namaha, Om Atmalingai Namaha, Om Lingashana Prasakai Namaha, Om Siddhi Saranai Namaha, Om Maravai Namaha, Om Akarupasakai Namaha, Om Sukshmai Namaha, Om Vishokai Namaha, Om Satvikai Namaha, Om Samarashine Namaha, Om Nakshai Namaha, Om Ashindai Namaha, Om Nirankarai Namaha, Om Nirmohai Namaha, Om Aryadai Namaha, Om Chirakurai Namaha, Om Minashilai Namaha, Om Samashai Namaha, Om Kushalai Namaha, Om Shamai Namaha, Om Sakyaramai Namaha, Om Livikapai Namaha, Om Viratai Namaha, Om Atindrai Namaha, Om Sakyasandai Namaha, Om Pavitrai Namaha, Om Madhurasvabhavai Namaha, Om Surandadai Namaha, Om Nandanai Namaha, Om Prasagatmane Namaha, Om Bhaktaniraye Namaha, Om Sakshaye Namaha, Om Samatmaye Namaha, Om Sarayogine Namaha, Om Haraye Namaha, Om Sutapai Namaha, Om Somyai Namaha, Om Guyai Namaha, Om Vimutatmai Namaha, Om Kavirai Namaha, Om Guptai Namaha, Om Atmaramai Namaha, Om Srinivasai Namaha, Om Devai Namaha, Om Dutidarai Namaha, Om Ganyai Namaha, Om Gurave Namaha, Om Guratikramai Namaha, Om Gahanai Namaha, Om Bhagavate Namaha, Om Varisharamaralashakai Namaha, Om Kuchastachatakai Namaha, Om Aviprayai Namaha, Om Savamatsasamadyai Namaha, Om Shamakata Bhavavarakai Namaha, Om Premavatari Sri Vishwananda Swamine Namaha. Ato Deva Avantuno Yato Vishnu Vichakrame Vradivya Sattaramadi Iram Vishnu Vichakrame Tretani Dade Param Samo Namasya Bhagum Suri Trini Pata Vichakrame Vishnu Gopa Ata Abhya Ato Ramani Daryana Vishnu Kamani Pashrita Yato Kritani Prashpase Indrasya yukshat sakaha tad Vishno paramam paragum sada prashanti suryaha Devi vachakshuratatam tad vipraso vipanyavo jagru vago sasamidate Vishnu yat paramam padam. Om Premavaraya Vidmahi Satgurudevaya Dhimahi Tano Vishwananda Prachodayat. Om Premavaraya Vidmahi Satgurudevaya Dhimahi Tano Vishwananda Prachodayat. Om Premavaraya Vidmahi Satgurudevaya Dhimahi Tano Vishwananda Prachodayat. Govinda. Om Vakatunda Mahakaya Soyakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurme Deva Savakayeshu Savada Savakayeshu Savada. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Shri Krishna Vishnu Madhusudana Ketapane Narayana Chitati Vikrama Chakrapane Preyadi Sajalara Shirara Vasudeva Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Rukmini Shabhavanasha Hare Murare Radesha Gopisa Surupa Bhavani Vamya Shitara Kashara Vaikunta Pate Bhuvane Kamote Gopala Deva Haraye Tava Suprabhata Vinakte Kamara Rupa Varara Mote Devi Kramaya Bhuvane Guru Rama Rama Shri Rama Krishna Yarunandana Kaki Rupa Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Suprabhata Govinda Madhava Mukunda Paraparesha Damora Racharananda Kadaishori Gopa Gopi Jana Samritarina Bando Gopi Jana Priya Hare Tava Suprabhata Shri Rakti Shari Bhujadari Patal Vashahi Sat Bhaktaru Sarana Shahi Ramanga Shahi Tava suprabhatam Mandara jari tulasi dayamari kagare Mayani anjali pute samudrarante Dishtanti papa varadara tale munenda Rana manoharare Tava suprabhatam Vedatrayam patatrigotama kana goya Gayanti sakura gano varada savara Sankirtayanti tava nama kadashi shesha Srinaradi ashaya Tava suprabhatam Govardhano Rarana Gopa Kishora Gopa Gopindananutta Suvesha Bhavani Pota Trilokya Mohana Sumangala Nivya Deha Shri Rukminisha Varada Tava suprabhatam Shri Vatsa China Charanakata Parijata Bhattati Vanjana Kripakararina Bando Priyanta Gayati Janapriya Divya Rupa Shri Nanda Gopadanaya Tava suprabhatam Padmaksha Padma Mukha Padmadhara Prameya Padmalaya Sarira Padma Nivasa Shori Padmo Bhavati Suja Sevira Para Padma Padmarinata Haraye Tava suprabhatam Vrindakalemi Haranaya Mahendra Vandya Kandra Paratpa Aratiya Suresha Rupa Chandrananaya Tira Chandana Lipaleha Govindayara Vare Tava suprabhatam Shri Nandanandana Yashora Kumara Dhira Mayangarina Vishona Supushpahara Nilamburara Sharira Rama Vihara Gopala Deva Haraye Tava suprabhatam Shiva Shri Jambavati Satya Suranti Bhadra Shri Mitra Vinda Vivasa Prabhukuti Kagare Tishtanti Divya Bhavame Tava Sevanada Gopi Manapriyare Tava suprabhatam Shri Krishna Achyuta Ananta Mukunda Shori Radha Manohara Janardana Chakrapane Namani Divya Munayona Nisambharate Brahmi Muhurta Samaye Tava suprabhatam Shri Krishna suprabhatam Ye patanti arisha Puri Krita Mahapapam Shri Krishna Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchitananda Vigraha Anadi Hariya Govinda Savakarana Karanam Govinda Mari Pusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Mari Pusham Tamaham Bhajami Chintamani Prakara Samatsakalpa Viksha Lakshaviteshu Surabhiya Vipalayata Lakshmi Sahasra Shata Samprama Sevyamana Govinda Mari Pusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Mari Pusham Tamaham Bhajami Venum Tvanantam Aravindarayara Kasha Bhagavatam Samasitam Purasundaranga Kanda Pakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobha Govinda Mari Pusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Mari Pusham Tamaham Bhajami Alona Chandrakala Satmanamaya Vamshi Ratnangaram Padaya Keri Kala Vilasam Shamam Tripangala Niyata Prakasha Govinda Mari Pusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Mari Pusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Yasya Sakalendriya Vittimante Pashanti panti kalayanti chirajaganti Ananda chinmaya sarujvala vigrahasya Govinda mani purusham tamaham bhajami Govinda mani purusham tamaham bhajami Advaita mansutamanaria mantrarupa Adyam purana purusham navayovanamsha Vedeshurula pamarula ramatma panto Govinda mani purusham tamaham bhajami Govinda mani purusham tamaham bhajami Pantastu koti satavatsara sampradamyo Vayo atapi manaso muni pungamana Sopyasti akrapana sinya vishinchratave Govinda mani purusham tamaham bhajami Govinda mani purusham tamaham bhajami Ekyo kusura jahitum jagaranda koti Yachati asti jagaranda jayaya anta Ananta rasta paramana jayantarasya Govinda mani purusham tamaham bhajami Govinda mani purusham tamaham bhajami Yat bhava bhavi hariyo manujastateva Samprapya rupa mahimasanayana bhusha Shukteyameva nigama pranirastuvanti Govinda mani purusham tamaham bhajami Govinda mani purusham tamaham bhajami Ananda chimaya rasa pranipavitapi Labhiya eva nijarutayaya kalavi Goloka eva nivasatya kilamabundro Govinda mani purusham tamaham bhajami Govinda mani purusham tamaham bhajami Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena Santa sarena irayeshu vilokayanti Yashama sundarama chintya guna svarupa Govinda mani purusham tamaham bhajami Govinda mani purusham tamaham bhajami Rama vimunti sukhalani amena tishta Nanavatara magaro bhuvanesha kinto Krishna swayam svamabhavat parama pumanyo Govinda mani purusham tamaham bhajami Govinda mani purusham tamaham bhajami Yasya prabhava bhavato jagaranda koti Koti svashesha vasudani vibhuti pina Tapramanishkalamanantamashesha buddha Govinda mani purusham tamaham bhajami Govinda mani purusham tamaham bhajami Maya yasya jagaranda shatani sutte Negunyata krishaya veda vitayamana Sarvavalambi parasattva vishura sattva Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yakaramavarjaleva Samisa Yoga Nidramananta Jagaranga Saroma Kupa Adara Shakti Mabalamka Param Samurte Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yaseka Nishwasita Kala Matavalamya Jivanti Loma Vilaja Jagarandanata Vishnu Mahasraya Yasya Kala Vishesho Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Vajvana Jasma Sakaleshu Nijeshu Tesha Sviyanki Atmakati Akriti Atmahatra Ramaya Esha Jagaranda Virana Katra Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yatpara Paravayugam Vinidaya Kumbha Vande Pranama Samaye Saganari Raja Vignan Vinantu Malam Yasya Jagatmayasya Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Agni Mahikaramambu Maruti Shashya Klarasa Atma Manasiri Jagatrayane Yasma Bhavanti Vibhavanti Vishanti Yamsha Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yakshakshu Isa Savita Sakaha Grahana Raja Samasta Suramurti Ashesha Teshaha Yasyanga Yakramata Sampata Kala Chakro Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Damora Papa Nichaya Shutaya Savamse Ramari Kita Varagavara Jasya Jiva Yatara Makka Vibhava Prakata Prabhava Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yaslinta Gopa Madhavendra Mahosakama Vandano Rupa Paravacharata Note Kalmani Nirati Kintu Chavakti Pacha Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yankrora Kama Sahaja Pranayani Pinte Vatsaya Moha Guru Gora Vasera Bhavahe Sanchisha Tasya Sai Shinkaruna Purete Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anadi Adi Govinda Savakarana Karanam Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Nasimahakavahacham vahacham Palarinorihitam purvam Savarachakaram punyam Savopradravanashanam Sarvasampakaram Shiva Svagamokshapradayatam Yadvanasimadevesha Hemasinasanashihitam Vidvintasyam Krihinayanam Shararindu Samagraham Lakshmalingita Vama Vibhuti Chaturbucham Komalam Shobhitam Saroja Shobhitorastam Ratnakiyura Mudritam Raptakachana Sankasham Pitani Manavasasam Intrani Suramodishtaha Puran Manityadi Dilviti Virachita Padakamba Chakra Chakradi Hetipihi Garut Mata Chavinaya Suyamana Mundam Vita Sahitang Mara Sambasa Kitvatu Kava Champate Nasimo Me Shirapatu Lokara Shata Sambhava Sarvago Pisa Pravasaha Palamira Chatutvani Nasimo Me Nishopatu Samasayani Lochanaha Sektambe Patu Nehari Muni Vayasuti Priya Nasami Simana Sahastu Mukha Lakshmi Mukha Priya Sarvadi Jnani Tapatu Nasimo Rashana Maha Bhaktapad Bindu Varanam Sada Kalara Banditaha Nasimha Patu Mekanta Skando Bhuvitanantati Divashya Shobhita Bhujaha Nasimha Patu Merujaha Karo Me Deva Varado Nasimha Patu Savataha Hidaya Yogi Sadyasha Nivasam Patu Mehari Madhyam Patu Hiranyacha Vakshatu Shiviragama Napime Patu Nehari Sanavi Brahma Samstutaha Pramanda Kotaya Karyam Yasya Supatu Mekati Guyam Me Patu Guyanam Mantranam Guyarutate Uromano Kavapate Chanuni Nararupate Jange Paturarapara Atayu Soni Keshari Suyaraja Pradapatu Manomine Darishvara Sahasya Shishya Purushaha Patume Savashastanu Mahotra Purvatapatu Mahaviratra Choditaha Mahavishnu Rashirete Mahashala Suneritaha Pachime Patu Savesho Dishime Savato Mukhaha Nishima Patu Vayaya Sumya Mushana Vigraha Ishanya Pato Padrone Sarva Mangala Rayakaha Samsara Vaya Tapatu Mityo Mityo Nekeshare Irana Sima Kavacha Harana Mukha Mandita Bhakti Marga Pate Nityam Sarvakape Pramuchate Putra Vandana Vanloke Digayo Upajayate Kamayati Yam Yam Kavi Guru Charana Karana Bujiva Dara Bhakreva Kavacham Likitam Shubham Karamule Ritam Yena Site Yuktama Sirayaha Divasura Manushesu Sansami Vajayam Labhe Ekam Sankyam Sankyam Japatiniya Tonara Savamangala Mangaya Mukti Mukti Chavitati Adishati Sahasrani Pate Shutatmanam Nina Kavachasya Mantasya Mantra Siddhi Prajayate Anena Mantra Rajina Hitva Basmavi Mantra Tilakyam Vina Senyastu Tasyakramabayam Hare Jivaranja Pavanastu Tatyaverabi Mantacha Vasaye Yonaro Mantra Nasima Dhyana Machare Tasyaroga Prana Shanti Yisachukuchi Sambhavaha Ganyantam Rajayantam Vijabujapatam Bhutayantam Natayantam Bhutayantam Natayantam Rupayantam Shivayantam Shivayantam Sakayantam Sayantam Rishi Rishi Santantam Sanharantam Parayantam Vishatam Punayantam Sarani Ganachate Divyaksimam Namami Iti Shri Brahmana Puran Radokam Shri Narasimha Kavacha Sambunam 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 Namaste Narasimhaya Palararararahite Hiranyakashipurvachaha Shilakanakaraye Itorasimo Paratorasimo Yato Yangoyamikatorasimo Bahirasimo Hirayerasimo Nasima Arim Sharanam Prapade Tavakarakamalvare Nakamadbhuta Shirita Darita Hiranyakashipo Tanu Vega Kechavarita Narahari Rupa Jayo Jagarisha Hare Jayo Jagarisha Hare Jayo Jagarisha Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya Namaste Jasisha Seyati Avibhava Vrajana Kavata Ramsakama Sanjarandaya Randaya Damudasagasa Om Swaha Abhayam Abhayam Atmani Mudam Om Namo Bhagavate Shimaha Narasimhaya Rasakarara Varanaya Gora Rupaya Rajaranagaya Paramalire Mama Vignan Pasha Pasha Mama Vayam Bindi Bindi Mama Satom Vidravaya Vidravaya Mama Savarista Prapanjaya Prapanjaya Shanta Shanta Hana Hana Shindi Shindi Mama Sava Vista Puraya Puraya Mam Raksha Raksha Hum Paksha Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya Dhanamalite Dikta Rasaya Daha Daha Pacha Pacha Raksha Raksha Om Pacha Ugra Vira Mahavishnu Paratan Savatomukam Narasimha Vishanambhadram Medyo Medyo Namayam Padrajanakaya Vimahe Diksharansaya Rimahe Tano Narasimha Pachoraya Tano Narasimha Pachoraya Durge Chakarasi Mukharicho Prabhu Vayanasi Mosura Yutapari Dimotadaya Samatazam Disho Vinayuna Tatastragava Vidisho Dishuta Arasamata Antavaya Bhagavan Narasimha Prapaya Loka Vaya Tanina Svasati Sakasa Samgavadita Om Hai Vincho Moka Kataka Ataka Keshaka Jalataruka Rochana Bhatarika Naka Pacha Divya Simha Namostute Jayo Jagarisha Hare Divya Simha Namostute Jayo Jagarisha Hare Shri Lakshmi Narasimha Hare Jayo Jagarisha Hare Divya Simha Namostute Jayo Jagarisha Hare Shri Lakshmi Narasimha Hare Jayo Jagarisha Hare Divya Simha Namostute Jayo Jagarisha Hare Shri Lakshmi Narasimha Hare Jayo Nashikare 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 Jayo Nashikare Jayo Nashikare 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 Jayo Nashikare Jayo Palakmara Palakmara Bhakta Swarupa Jayo Palakmara Jayo Palakmara Palakmara Bhakta Swarupa Jayo Palakmara Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Sri Vishwananda Gurudev 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 Sri Vishwananda Gurudev Vishwananda Gurudev 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 Sri Vishwananda Gurudev 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 Sri Vishwananda Gurudev Guru Sharana Sarocharaja Nityamanu Mukura Sudahari Varanora Kuvala Vimala Chasu Chorayaku Palachahari Burihina Tanujanike Sumira Pavana Kumara Balaburi Vidya Devu Mohi Harau Kalis Shavika Siyavara Ramachandra Parachesharanam Jaya Hanumana Jnana Guna Saga Jaya Kapishati Loka Ujada Rama Rudra Atulita Balarama Anjani Putra Pavana Sutanama Mahavira Vikrama Vacharani Kumate Nivara Somati Kesani Kanchana Varana Viraja Sobesha Kesha Hatta Vajra Avas Vajra Viraje Kande Moja Jane Oi Saje Shankara Suvana Keshari Nanda Teja Pratapa Mahajagavanda Teja Pratapa Mahajagavanda Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Sitaram 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 Vidyavana Gune Atishatu Rama Kacha Karibe Ko Atu Prabhu Charita Sunibe Ko Rasiya Rama Lakana Sita Manavasiya Sushma Rupa Rari Siya Indikava Vikata Rupa Rari Laka Charava Bhima Rupa Rari Asura Sambhari Ramachandra Ke Kaj Sambhari Lahe Sajivana Rakana Jiyai Shri Raghuvira Shri Ulalai Raghupati Kini Bahutavarai Tuma Mama Priya Bharatahi Samavai Tuma Mama Priya Bharatahi Samavai Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Sitaram 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 Sahasavarana Tumaro Chasagave Asekari Shipati Katalagave Sanakarika Brahmari Munisa Narara Sharara Sahita Isa Yamakubera Niga Para Chahante Kavi Kovida Kahi Sake Kahante Tuma Upakara Sukriva Hikira Rama Vilara Raja Pararira Kumaro Mata Vibhishana Mana Lanka Sitaram, 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 Sitaram. Nase roga hare sabapira, tapata nirantana hanumata vira, sankate hanumana churare, manatama vachana dhyana chorare, sabapara rama kabasmi raja, dinake kaja sakala tumataja, ora manolata choko irare, sohi amita jivana para pare, charum yoga para tapa tumara, he para sida jagata ujiyara, saru sankate tumara kabare, asurani kandana rama dolare, asurani kandana rama dolare, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, 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 Sitaram, 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 Sitaram. Ashta Siri Navaniri Kerata, Asavarira Janaki Mata, Ramana Sayana Tumare Pasa, Sarara Hora Pupati Kerasa, Tumare Vachana Rama Kopare, Janama Janama Ke Dukami Sarare, Antakara Rakuvara Purachare, Jahan Janama Hari Bhakta Kahare, Ora Devata Chitanarare, Hanumata Se Sava Sukakare, Saka Sakate Mite Shavapira, Joto Mere Hanumata Balavira, Joto Mere Hanumata Balavira, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, 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 Sitaram, 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 Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, 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 Sitaram, 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 Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan, Jai Jai.
Om Agyanatimirandasya Gyanajana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmei Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Gurudev. So today we have a verse from Bhagavatam. It's from Canto 7, Chapter 3, verses 37 and 38. Vyasubirva sumadirva sura sura mahorage apratadvandvatam yude aikapatyam chadehinam sarvesham lokapalanam mahimanam yatan manaha tapo yoga prabhavanam yanarishati karhichit. So this is Hiranyakashipu talking to Lord Brahma. So Hiranyakashipu says, "Grant me that I not meet death from any entity, living or non-living. Grant me further that I not be killed by any demigod or demon, or by any great snake from the lower planets. Since no one can kill you in the battlefield, you have no competitor. Therefore, grant me the benediction that I too may have no rival. Give me sole lordship over all the living entities and presiding deities, and give me all the glories obtained by that position. Furthermore, give me all the mystic powers attained by long austerities and the practices of yoga, for those cannot be lost at any time." So, Hiranyakashipu, you might know the guy. He's an incarnation of this guy here, of Jaya. So he's a pretty interesting character, yeah, pretty wild one. So he's a very good guy from one perspective, and he's a very bad guy from the other perspective. And this moment happens at the end of his tapas, at the end of his sadhana. So he had a brother, and two of them were very powerful individuals. And his brother was also a bit wild, like Hiranyakashipu was, being a demon and a king. And then he was killed by the Lord Varaha. So I'm not going to go into too much story. For those of you who don't know, I'm just going to give you a little brief summary. And Hiranyakashipu was angered by the death of his brother. He saw it as Lord being impartial. Yeah. So his remark wasn't even that his brother was killed. His remark was that the Lord, if he's the supreme Lord, he should be impartial. He should not take any sides. And in this case, Lord Narayana, in the form of Arahat, took a side of the Devas who prayed, and he went to kill the main Asura at that point, who was Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu's brother. And Hiranyakashipu gets very upset because he perceives this as a wrong thing. And he goes on to perform tapas. He goes on to perform this intense penance. And at a certain point, he accumulated so much spiritual energy that the Devas now prayed again to Brahma, asking him to go and stop him somehow. Somebody go there and stop him, because this is not going to end well. Yeah, this is getting really bad. The whole universe is going to get destroyed. And Brahma goes there and basically stops him. He pours water on his head to cool him down. Hiranyakashipu wakes up and he asks him this. He asks him to grant him all these blessings. Yeah, he wants to be immortal. He wants to basically avenge his brother. He wants to kill God, but he doesn't know how to do that, so at least he will be immortal so he doesn't get killed. So in the meantime, he'll figure out what to do and how to kill him. Yeah, he needs to buy more time. And Brahma just gives him anything he can just to pacify, just to cool him out. Yeah. And he gives him all this stuff that he asked for. So at this point, Hiranyakashipu is the Lord of everything. So he is the king of everything that exists within this universe. Any deity, any human, any demon, any possession is his possession. And nobody can kill him, nobody can fight him. He's invincible. Now, this is something that we read about, and it makes sense when you read about it in the Bhagavatam. But if you try to imagine yourself being in any even remotely close position to that, it is really insane. Yeah. Yesterday I was sent a message. Apparently Elon Musk tweeted or posted, I don't know what it's called now. He said, if somebody would give you $420 billion, what would be the first thing you would do? So I don't know why he chose 420 billion, but it's basically somehow infinite money. If somebody would give you infinite money, what would be the first thing you would do? So my first reaction was, my first thought is I would call Guruji and ask him what to do, because I would probably make something stupid otherwise. But then I was thinking a little bit about this, like, what do you do when you have just, it's not infinite, obviously, it's very finite, this amount. But Hiranyakashipu actually had infinite power within this universe. He could do anything he wanted. If he wanted to, I don't know, erase a country, he could do it, kill people, If he wanted to, there's nothing that was out of his reach in this world. And it's really, like, when you really think about this, when you think about the things that we struggle with, when you look at, like, you're trying to get a job, then maybe a little better one, or you have a car, you maybe get a little better one. He has all of those things. Everything just belonged to him. The entire existence belonged to him. So what happened? He went even crazier after this. Because of this, because there was nothing more to strive for, he had everything, he lost his compass completely. There was nothing more to attain. He was super focused and he was super dedicated while he was working on this, but once he got it, he started doing crazy things. When you read the Puranas, when you read the Bhagavatam, it says how every minister of his hated him because of his behavior. Everybody was just cursing him. People were doing what he says, but they were cursing him. They were just praying for him to die and get out of the way, but he won't die because nobody can kill him. So it was, And of course, did he enjoy life like that? He for sure didn't. Imagine everybody hating you. Like, everybody hates you. You don't have one friend. Everybody hates you. But again, he's successful. So he perceives himself to have a good life, everything is working well. By any material standards, he's crazy successful. But one thing that a king wants, one really, really important thing that king needs, is a successor, a prince, somebody who's going to take over the throne. And Hiranyakashipu gets Prahlad. He gets a perfectly healthy, intelligent son even, not a daughter, a son, who is, of all things, only one thing is wrong about him. Yeah, everything is perfect about Prahlad from Hiranyakashipu's perspective. But one thing is, he is a devotee of who? The only enemy that Hiranyakashipu has, Narayana. So completely spoiled by just one thing from Hiranyakashipu's perspective. So everything he wanted to achieve, everything he could achieve, Hiranyakashipu, he achieved. And yet his whole life was just frustration. He was just fully frustrated, yeah, because of just one detail. Well, two details. First of all, he couldn't kill Narayana. He won't. But second, then his son also like that. And so why am I reading, why am I talking about Hiranyakashipu and all this? It's because Guruji, when was it, a week ago? Last Saturday, he tweeted one of his highly encrypted posts, which he titled Decision and Commitment. And that one, how to say, struck me a little bit because it was very relatable to me. And when you decipher what he's saying in his post, this is interesting. I don't know if you noticed this, but these Guruji's posts nowadays, like his first phase of tweeting was much simpler. Nowadays, it's a sadhana in itself to read what he wrote. Yeah, it takes you half an hour, maybe an hour, depends on how fast you are. I need to go back several times to actually understand what he wrote. And I can see in the upcoming years people having heavy debates over what he actually meant in these texts. Because unless you know how he himself like specifically uses some words in his own way, you don't know what he actually means here. And he somehow purposely makes them very complicated. Sometimes combines three sentences into one, sometimes puts a full stop in the middle of a sentence, just to make it more interesting for us. So anyway, he said that in this post that when we decide and when we commit to something with our ego, and we try to achieve something that satisfies our ego, regardless if it's negative or positive, this is relatively easy. Yeah. So anything that comes from our ego or is pleasing the ego is relatively easy. But on the other hand, when we are on the spiritual path and we want to devote ourselves to God, everything just becomes hard. And it's actually, this is pretty opposite to what most of the people would say. Everybody says that things become very amazing when you get on a spiritual path. But we all know this is not the case. So Guruji here says it clearly how it is. And he says that if somebody has an egoistic goal and a commitment, it builds one's ego. But on the spiritual path, we are trying to dissolve our ego and devote ourselves and everything that we have to God. So this is the actual reason why this is so difficult. It's because our ego understands how the world works, and they work together. Yeah, our ego works together with the world. But the moment we start to try to transcend the world, the problems come because we don't have the control. Things are counterintuitive. Things don't make sense. Yeah. So, for example, the way Guruji tweets, for me, this doesn't make sense. Yeah. It's just unnecessarily difficult from my perspective. Yeah. But he does it this way. It's just like one small example, but there are many things that are illogical on our spiritual path, and yet we know we have to do them. Even though they don't make sense, we feel like they make sense. I'll get back to that a bit later. Because and that's what Guruji actually says here. He says that we go through a mixture of many emotions on the spiritual path. We get excited, we are anxious, we have fear, we have insecurities, and we are trying to bring things back to normal. Yeah. So once we get on the spiritual path, we get excited. Everything is great, especially in the first phase and during the honeymoon. what it's called. But then the problems kick in and we want to go back and we know we cannot. Yeah, it's too far. It's finished now. I mean, I know some people that tried to go back, and I know some people that are still trying to go back to their life before. I've never met anybody that actually managed to go back to before what they were before starting the spiritual path. Yeah, especially if they were Guruji's devotees. And then Guruji in this tweet also explains why this happens. He says there is a certain kind of kidnapping that happens. So we get kidnapped by God. He says, let me just decipher this quickly. He says, it's really interesting and never boring with the Guru and Giridhari. He says, don't forget his ability to surprise all and to make everybody wonder as innocently as only a child can do. So he says that the way he acts, the way God acts, is very unpredictable. It's very interesting and it's never boring. But this lack of predictability, which immediately brings also lack of understanding, can be also, as he said, it can bring anxiety, it can bring fear, it can bring insecurity as much as it's exciting sometimes. And then very often we want to run away. And the next thing he says is the reason why we don't know why this is happening. He says it's because we do send a request to him at a certain point in our life, and then we forget about it because the time passes. And then he comes to fulfill the request that we asked for, but we don't remember it anymore. So now we don't want it anymore because we pray often or mostly when we have a problem, and then we want God to come and help, but then the problem goes away, but then he comes, and now we don't want him anymore. Yeah. So I don't know if you've noticed, but I've noticed in my own life, things that I prayed for, I usually forget about because of this, because I pray when I have a problem, yeah, or when I'm in a really good mood, and then that goes away soon. And then when the prayer gets fulfilled, I don't remember why this is happening because I don't remember my request anymore. But he remembers and he comes and does it. And then we go through this drama all the time. We go through this drama of going between trying to have a control over our life like Hiranyakashipu had, and trying to actually be what his son Prahlad was. Yeah. So his son Prahlad was a complete opposite to Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu was this all-powerful, all-controlling being, and Prahlad was a complete opposite. He was a child. He was fully just surrendered to whatever is happening to him. He was, and he was in love. He was in love with God. So he was a complete opposite to his father. And this is how I see the difference between how we should be on the spiritual path versus how we should be in the world. So if you want to be successful in the world, you have to be like Hiranyakashipu. You have to be ultimately determined, ultimately powerful, and just crush anything that gets in front of you. Yeah? And this is what we admire. This is what is very admirable out there in the world when you see famous people, very, praised people. They are like this. They have eliminated their competition, whether it's in sport or in business or in anything, and now they are the number one. Yeah. So number one is the best. Yeah, that's what it is about. But we can't do that on the spiritual path. We don't compete with anybody outside. There's nobody to defeat. There's nobody to kill. There's nobody to beat. It's only ourselves. And Prahlad was like that. He had no pride of his own. He had no external ambition. He was only loving God. He was just obedient, surrendered, meek. Yeah. From a worldly perspective, from Hiranyakashipu's perspective, Prahlad was an absolute loser. Yeah, because he was. He's not going to be a king. He's not going to defeat anybody. So from his perspective, he's losing. Yeah. So it's very, very counterintuitive for somebody who's brought up in this world, for all of us, to understand this innocence of Prahlad, to understand what it is that God actually wants. Because at the final moment of Hiranyakashipu, when he really lost his mind and wanted to kill Prahlad himself, God came to protect Prahlad. Prahlad didn't even ask for it. God just came. And the reason is explained in the last part of this tweet. He says that when we are experiencing, obviously I'm paraphrasing the entire tweet, just to make it clear. If you go back and you read it, and it's not exactly what I said, it's because I'm paraphrasing, but I'm maintaining the points. He says that throughout this drama or this game that happens between us and God, because all of us obviously are devotees and all of us have been kidnapped at that point, because otherwise you wouldn't be listening to this and you wouldn't be here. At a certain point, we need to move to the stage where a devotee is trying to kidnap the Lord. Yeah. So first the Lord kidnaps the devotee, takes him on the path, starts serving him all kinds of pleasant and unpleasant surprises in his life. But then there's a point where devotee in turn kidnaps the Lord. And the way he does it, Guruji says here, is the way true love kidnaps. It kidnaps in the way that it leaves the freedom for the other one to choose if they really want to be kidnapped or not. Yeah. So this took me a while to understand. What kind of a kidnapping is that if you're letting the kidnapped to choose if they want to be kidnapped or not? Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. Then it's not kidnapping. We need to use another word there. But then looking at Prahlad's example, I can understand what he meant, because Prahlad didn't even ask for the Lord to come. He didn't ask for him to come. He just stood there and he was waiting to whatever happens. But because of his qualities, because of the way he was, the Lord couldn't resist but to go to him. And if you observe Guruji, who is to me the closest person to be able to perceive this kind of behavior, like for example, now he was in India, and he met a few saints. And I remember when I was with him, when he would be meeting saints, when there is a possibility to meet a saint, his face completely changes, his expression completely changes, his eyes change. And there's no other option for him than to go and meet this person. He needs to go and meet this person, he needs to go and see them. In the same way, when I've seen him meet some of the devotees that are around now, but at the moment they were just like, they never met him before, he would hear of a person that he never met and his eyes would glow up. He has to go meet this person. Like there's no choice for him somehow. And of course he has a choice. He doesn't have to go there. Nobody is actually holding him. Nobody is forcing him to go there to meet this person, nothing. But there's something about that person that is fully captivating him. There's certain qualities that this person has that he cannot resist. He's bound to go and meet that person. And by meeting, I don't know what else is happening later on, how he serves that person, the way he serves us. I can see that. I know by myself. But he's literally bound. He's kidnapped by the qualities that these people have. Yeah. And so how we need to do this kidnapping, to my understanding, and seeing what Prahlad did, is just developing and maintaining these divine qualities. Because Prahlad's innocence and his honesty and his love brought the Lord. Yeah. So in the same way, we have to do that. In the same way, when we all go through all these, as Guruji says, mental struggles, anxieties, fears, insecurities, and excitements, we need to keep making this the same decision. We need to be aware that we want Him and not the world. And as simple of a decision as that is actually the only thing that we can do. Because we will constantly be challenged and we will not always enjoy the spiritual path. That's not going to be the case. But ultimately, we have to make a decision that we want God and that we don't want the world. Because only there is actual true happiness. Only there is what Prahlad got. And in the world is only what Hiranyakashipu was getting, which is just frustration and pain. That's it. Jai Gurudev.
Krishna Rupaya Narasimhaya Krishna Rupaya Narasimhaya, 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 Mahadevaya Narasimhaya, 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 Mahadevaya Narasimhaya, 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 Mahadevaya Narasimhaya, 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 Mahadevaya Narasimhaya, Krishna Rupaya 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 Narasimhaya, 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 Mahadevaya Narasimhaya, 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 Mahadevaya Narasimhaya, 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 Mahadevaya Narasimhaya, 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 Mahadevaya Narasimhaya, Krishna Rupaya 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 Narasimhaya, 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 Mahadevaya 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 Narasimhaya, Krishna Rupaya 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 Narasimhaya, 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 Mahadevaya Narasimhaya, 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 Mahadevaya Narasimhaya, 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 Mahadevaya Narasimhaya. जय जय बोलो आनंदा अम्बे माता की जय, 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 अम्बे माता की जय, शैलापुत्र 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 की जय, जय जय बोलो आनंदा अम्बे माता 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 की जय, अम्बे माता की जय, ब्रह्मचारिणी 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 जय, जय जय बोलो आनंदा अम्बे माता की 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 जय, अम्बे माता की जय, कुष्मांडा माता की जय, अम्बे माता की जय, कुष्मांडा माता की जय, अम्बे माता की जय, कुष्मांडा माता की जय, अम्बे माता की जय, दुर्गा माता की जय, जय जय बोलो आनंदा अम्बे 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 माता की जय, अम्बे माता की जय, चंद्रकांता 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 की जय, जय जय बोलो आनंदा अम्बे माता 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 की जय, अम्बे माता की जय, कात्यायनी 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 की जय, जय जय बोलो आनंदा अम्बे माता 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 की जय, अम्बे माता की जय, कालरात्रि 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 की जय, जय जय बोलो आनंद अम्बे माता की जय जय बोलो आनंद अम्बे माता की जय 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 बोलो आनंद अम्बे माता की जय जय बोलो आनंद अम्बे माता की जय अम्बे माता की जय लक्ष्मी 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 माता की जय 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 बोलो आनंद अम्बे माता की जय जय बोलो आनंद अम्बे माता की जय 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 बोलो आनंद अम्बे माता की जय जय बोलो आनंद अम्बे माता की जय अम्बे माता की जय दुर्गा 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 माता की जय 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 बोलो आनंद अम्बे 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 माता की जय अम्बे माता की जय काली 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 माता की जय 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 बोलो आनंद अम्बे माता की जय जय बोलो आनंद अम्बे माता की जय 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 बोलो आनंद अम्बे माता की जय जय बोलो आनंद अम्बे माता की जय अम्बे माता की जय सरस्वती की जय अम्बे माता की जय सरस्वती की जय 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 सरस्वती की जय अम्बे माता की जय सरस्वती की जय 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 बोलो आनंद अम्बे माता की जय 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 बोलो आनंद अम्बे माता की जय 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 बोलो आनंद अम्बे माता की जय जय बोलो आनंद अम्बे माता की जय अम्बे माता की जय लक्ष्मी माता की जय अम्बे माता की जय महामाता की जय अम्बे माता की जय लक्ष्मी माता की जय अम्बे माता की जय लक्ष्मी माता की जय 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 बोलो आनंद अम्बे माता की जय हरे रामा हरे रामा 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा हरे रामा रामा हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, vinase manaka, Swami dukkha vinase manaka. Sukha sampatti gara ave, sukha sampatti gara ave, Ashtami te tanaka. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Mata pita tum mere, sharana ka umit saki, Swami sharana ka umit saki. Tuma vina ora na doja, tuma vina ora na doja, asha karu mein saki. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Tuma purana Paramatma, tuma antarayami, Swami tuma antarayami. Para Brahma Parameshwara, para Brahma Parameshwara, tuma sabke Swami. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Tuma karuna ke sagara, tuma palana karata, Swami tuma palana karata. Mein sevaka tuma Swami, mein sevaka tuma Swami, kripa karo bharata. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Tuma ho veda gocha, sabke pranapati, Swami sabke pranapati. Kisaviri milon dayamaya, kisaviri milon kripamaya, tuma kome kumati. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Dina bandhur kahata, tumhara shaka mere, Swami tumhara shaka mere. Karuna hata baraho, karuna hata baraho, sharana para tere. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Vishaya vikara mitao, paparo deva, Swami paparo deva. Shara bhakti varaho, shara prema varaho, santana ki seva. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Tana mana rana sab hai tera, Swami sab kuch hai tera, Swami sab kuch hai tera. Tera tujhko arpan, tera tujhko arpan, kya lage mera. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Swami Jai Jagadish Hare. Bhakta chano ke sangat, rasa chano ke sangat, chano mein dur kare. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Man chakar rakho je, girdhari lala chakar rakho je, girdhari lala chakar rakho je, girdhari lala chakar rakho je. Man chakar rakho je, girdhari lala chakar rakho je, girdhari lala chakar rakho je, girdhari lala chakar rakho je. Oh chakar rakho, chakar rakho, chakar rakho ji. Chakar rakho, chakar rakho, chakar rakho ji. Mane chakar rakho ji, girdhari lala chakar rakho ji. Sham mane chakar rakho ji, girdhari lala chakar rakho ji. Govinda mane chakar rakho ji, girdhari lala chakar rakho ji. Girdhari lala chakar rakho ji, girdhari lala chakar rakho ji. Girdhari lala chakar rakho ji. Tvameva mata shabita tvameva, tvameva bandusha saka tvameva, tvameva vidya dvainam tvameva, tvameva sarva mama deva deva, tvameva sarva mama deva deva. Govinda. Asato ma sagamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mityama mritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Vinsabochi Lakshmi Narayan Bhagavan ki. Sri Bhutabhrteshwarnath Mandir Bhagavan ki. Shri Radha Krishna Kadiyalal ki. Shri Mavata Kriya Babaji ki. Shri Ramanujacharya ki. Vedabala Satgurudeva Sri Swami Vishwananda Maharaj ki. Om Ling Krishnaya Govindaya Gopichadabaya Paraya Paramapurushaya Parakaramahatraya Tatantra Aushadasya Sastrani Samra Samra Nityo Muchaya Muchaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahasudarshanaya Riti Jala Pritaya Saradeshwara Om Pat Parashme Parabrahmane Paramjyotishe Swaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.